The tale of the everlasting stew. In a village far away from other villages, is a village called Usunka village. Usunka village is a small village surrounded by tall trees, mountains, rivers of water running down the hills. The people of Usunka were very unique in their appearances, always happy, smiling, singing, the young children dancing to the beats of drums. It is a very peaceful village. Everybody in the village eats together at certain hours of the day. This brings the villagers closer to one another. The king is always happy to see everyone joyful. But the village has a secret unknown to outsiders for centuries. In the midst of the village existed a big pot. Inside the pot was a mysterious food. This miraculous pot of stew was never empty. This was no ordinary stew. The pot was always full, and it had nourished the villagers for generations. Every day, the villagers would go to the village square with their empty plates to get some food from the pot. The foods were delicious. The people of Unzuka were always happy and always looked forward to different food every day. No one bothered about how the food got into the pot. This was no ordinary stew. It was said that anyone who partook of it would never grow old. No wonder the people of Uzuka never aged. They stopped aging when they turned 40. Not a single old man or woman existed in Uzuka. But the only rule was that no one was to lift the lid and look inside the pot. If this should happen, the pot would dry up instantly and the people would start aging and die. Among the villagers was a man named Udo. Known as a stammerer, he had lived for over 106 years. Udo was a kind-hearted man, always happy and ready to help people at the farm. Despite his inability to speak clearly without stammering, Udo had a kind mind towards everybody and was always thinking of ways to improve his life. His stammering made him a subject of jokes. He hated this about himself and was tired of this. One day, a thought came to his mind. Udo said to himself, "If I open the pot, no one will be able to eat from this pot again and everyone will grow old and die, and no one will make fun of me anymore." As he was thinking, the news of the everlasting stew spread far and wide, reaching neighboring villages. Envious and curious villagers. These villagers began plotting to steal the pot. They believed that possessing such a treasure would bring them wealth and eternal youth. A secret meeting was held by 3 kings of 3 villages that had been watching Uzunka village for years. The kings of the neighboring villages, King Eze, King Adama, and King Olorum, gathered around in a secret room, discussing their plan to steal the miraculous pot of stew. King Eze, "Gentlemen, we all know why we are here. The rumors are true. This village has a pot of stew that grants eternal youth. We cannot let this opportunity slip away." King Adama replied, "Indeed, Eze, my people grow older and weaker each day. If we could bring that pot to our village, we will ensure the strength and prosperity of our kingdom for generations." King Olorun said, "But how do we know the magic is real? What if it is just a myth?" King Eze replied, "I have sent spies to observe. The villagers have not aged in decades. The stew is real. Its power is undeniable. The challenge is how to take it without causing a war." King Adama said, "We must act quickly. We need to gather our warriors and their men for this mission." King Olorun, I will also prepare my men too. They can slip in and out without a trace. King Eze nodding in agreement. Excellent. But we must be very careful. If the villagers discover our plan, it could lead to a bloody conflict. We need to ensure a smooth operation. King Adama raising a hand. What if we create a diversion? Something to distract them while our men seize the pot? A fire perhaps. King Olorun smiling. A fire would work. My men can start it far enough away to draw their attention, but enough to cause a commotion. King Eze, 'tis settled then. We will move tomorrow night. King Olorun, your men will handle the theft. King Adama, your men will start the fire. I will ensure our forces are ready to defend if anything goes wrong. King Adama raising his glass. To our success and to eternal youth, King Olorun, to our kingdom's prosperity, King Eze, and to the pots of everlasting stew. While that was going on, he came a villager of Unzuka, was an angry man, and people always wonder why he was always angry. He came, was tired of being stuck at the same age for decades. The unchanging years had begun to weigh on him, and he longed for something different. He was tired of the pot's mysterious powers. One day, Udo approached Ikem with a plan to sell the pot of stew to outsider or open the lid of the pot to see what was inside, thereby stopping the pot from producing food for the villagers. Ikem, despite his anger, saw the potential in Udo's idea. They decided to work together. One evening, the warriors from the 3 envious villages crept into the village, determined to steal the pots. Udo, ever vigilant, heard the intruders and rushed to the pot. Stammering but determined, he raised the alarm. The villagers awoke to the sound of men fighting. There was fire everywhere. Amidst the chaos, he came angrily and frustrated, decided to open the pots, believing it will end the strife once and for all. As Ikem lifted the lid, a blinding light burst forth and the stew disappeared. The pot was empty. The villagers, intruders, and Udo stared in disbelief. A voice echoed from the pot, revealing that the stew's magic was in the belief and unity of the villagers, not in the stew itself. With the pot empty, the villagers began to age, but they also began to truly live. Ikem found peace in aging naturally, and Udo, despite his stammering, was hailed as a hero for protecting the village. The intruders, realizing the true magic was in the villagers' unity, left in peace. The village learned that true youth and vitality come from within, and the greatest treasures are the bonds we share and the beliefs we hold dear. Udo, now a respected member of the village, taught everyone that even the weakest among us can rise to greatness in times of need. And so, the tale of the everlasting stew became a legend, reminding everyone that the most profound magic lies in the heart and soul of the community.